got my heart and my soul. This is a song that I wrote to tell you. You got my heart and my soul, baby. You said, don't you ever leave me no more. Now say I love you and you said you love me too. So new way. You make me lose my mind. You keep me up all night. Come dance with me, mama.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exclusive right here on Ekse Live, bringing you nothing but the very best of your favorite artist. And Kobesenz Umculo, it's the best place to find out Guti what's new on their plate is right here on Ekse Live. Let us know who you'd like to see next on 0746500202. And today we're putting the spotlight on Benny Afro, who is a singer, songwriter, and a trend setter. Benny, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Super. How excited are you about yours truly that is dropping this July?
I'm really excited. I mean, I've been working on this one for a while. I'm also excited that I got the chance to work with some of my favorite, like artists, people that I've always liked listening to. So to have them on my own project, I'm just really amped and excited, man. I can't wait. 30th of July.
Yeah, and one of those people, if we could drop some names, is Mifaku, correct?
Yeah, but Ami is on the single that we did just before that. But we decided because there were so many people on this one that we're not gonna put that specific song on the project.
The song that you recorded with Mifaku sets the tone on what to be expected on your EP. So what is the tone really?
I think for me when I make music, it's never really about like having a certain tone for the EP or having a certain genre for the EP. It's just about getting in studio with the right people, and if the vibes are right, we make the music. And just like we did on that song, the sound is very R&B, it's very soulful, but like we were playful with it. We did not go for any specific rules. And I think that's what we're just gonna be doing, what people should expect with this one coming out on the 30th of July. It's 8 songs, 8 beautiful songs, you know, just having fun, man, having fun.
Penny, you grew up listening to a multiple and different genres like reggae, hip hop, soul, and jazz. Would you say that influenced the kind of artist that you are today, growing up listening to those kind of music?
Yeah, definitely. Growing up, like I used to listen to all those artists, and more than anything, more than enjoying the music, I've always been saying to myself, I want to make music as beautiful as this. Every time I listen to an artist from that time, and I think right now, the artist that Benny Afro is, like Benny Afro is not an artist that you can expect a specific sound from. Like every time I drop, is it has an influence of something else. It could be jazz, could be R&B, could be whatever. So all those elements of the music I grew up listening to really did like help mold the artist, which is Benny Afro today.
Your father's a bass guitarist, and you grew up in front of what was
Yeah.
happening. You coming from a musical family, would you say that influenced your path when it comes to your career choices?
Yeah, definitely, because I grew up in a house where music was a big deal. Like music was a daily bread. So like subconsciously, growing up, I started also just from being in all those rehearsals. I just started saying this is actually cool, and it wasn't until like at a later point that I also decided to pick up the guitar and start learning the keyboard. And so to answer your question, yes, that has definitely had a huge impact on the career path that I chose.
In your resume, you've done a lot of exciting things. Let me read them because they read like a Bible. You released a debut album, Jupiter, in 2018. You were also a style ambassador for Urban Art. You went to become a Coca-Cola campaign. You featured there, and you were ambassador for a lot of things. You launched as well a fashion line called Drip Sundays, name music and lifestyle. Ezizinto zininzi, they look so glamorous. I want to find out from you, what's your highlight when it comes to your career, because you've done awesome already.
I think my highlight has been the stuff that I could have done, but due to COVID I couldn't do. Like, for instance, just before COVID hit the first time last year, before the first lockdown, I was picked as one of the artists to go perform in the USA at the South by Southwest festival. And for me, that was one of the greatest things because, like in that festival, like I was gonna get to meet different people, and the fact that they chose me, it just showed me that I had something to offer. So that for me, even though it didn't come to life because of lockdown, it's definitely one of the biggest highlights of my career.
People also love you for your fashion sense, and I guess half of your followers are because of fashion. But when it comes to music and fashion, which one is your favorite?
Music has always been my first love. I've always been saying that the music and the fashion, they related in a way, because
Yeah,
growing
they
up
do.
I'd look up to all these artists, and I'd be like, man, one day I want to look just as cool as that guy, because
Yeah.
like they grabbed my attention through the music. So those are two things that you can't really separate. But to answer your question, the music will always come first.
I love it. Benny, believe it or not, we've got a lot in common. You love music, I love music, but it's just that I can't sing. And then one of our favorite songs that we've got in common, it's Usana Lwam by Uzola no Unati Nkai. Now you did something very
Yeah.
cool with that song. Let's let the audience know what it is.
I've always been loving that song. Like since it came out in the early 2000s, I've always been saying this song is so great. I love like how Zola like went out of his very quiet corner and just came to play, and them and Unati coming together was crazy. So like it's been my favorite song like for the longest time. So every time I feel down, that's the song I play. So the one time I played it just before I went to studio, and when I got to studio, the sample just kept ringing in my head, and I was like, let's try something. And before we knew it, it was working. It worked, and I was like, man, this just proves that this is the greatest song of all time. So that's one of my favorite songs, man.
I had an interview with a radio station last week, Friday, KZN, and they asked for my favorite song, and they had to play that on air. So yeah, we buddies. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Benny Afro. You can find him on social media all across Instagram, Twitter, as well as on Facebook. It's Benny Afro, and this one is dropping the 30th of July. It's titled Yours Truly. What's your hopes for Yours Truly? What do you think it's gonna fare? How do you think it's gonna fare with the audience?
With the music, I just hope that people receive it, they enjoy it, and hopefully it gets them through some things that they're going through in their lives, because music is one of the best ways to get through situations. And right now, with the COVID situation happening, a lot of people passing, a lot of people losing their jobs, it's the best time to be releasing music that people can escape to when they feel like life is getting too much. So yeah, I hope it heals somebody out there.
Thank you so much for making time for Ekse Live. We're looking out for that EP. And when it comes to performances, you need to come to Cape Town TV to perform live. You know we love you.
Thank you so much for having me all the time, and I appreciate it.
Okay, ladies and gents, here's a taste of Nguwe. This is by Benny Afro. Do enjoy. This is another Ekse Live exclusive. Do enjoy.
You keep me up all night. Come dance with me, mama. You make me lose my mind. You keep me up all night. Come dance with me, mama. You make me lose my mind. You keep me up all night. Come dance with me.
Abumila's favorite song. The EP has already dropped, so everybody go out there, like in all your beautiful numbers, go by.
What a beautiful Tuesday afternoon it has been. Thank you to everyone that joined us on the show today. Thank you to you guys for making sure you tune into Ekse each and every single weekday. We love and appreciate you guys.
I think it's such an exciting time, everybody seems relaxed.
Yeah.
After like half the show was very yoga based, very mind based. I'm also feeling like, okay, we're gonna keep our energy up, but you can feel we're all grounded.
Yeah, and if you want to feel as grounded as we do, 2 days from now, that is Thursday morning, you can catch the repeat of this very episode between the hours of 8 and 9. Otherwise, you hop on to YouTube. You can find us there as Ekse Live.
And let us know what you guys think about the show that we had today. Let us know, how do you guys practice? Are you even to that practice yoga? Let us know on all our social media platforms. Go Facebook, Instagram, and of course on Twitter. Facebook is Ekse Live, on Instagram it's Ekse_live, and that is for Twitter as well. So please make sure that you keep the conversation going. Even about show. Like, what are you gonna watch
What
after
are you
Ekse?
doing? Yeah, crazy. Now it's time for us to laugh and leave you, but we do not leave you alone. It was an Ekse exclusive, beautiful music video by Speedy from Bongo Muffin, as well as Untlahla Nqiza from Imafikizolo. So from us to you, City Goodbye. Right?
I don't want to
We'll
leave.
see you tomorrow at 2:45. Bye.
Liphumile ilanga nezimbali eziqhakazile ngizovuka ngimatasa sengikhumbula kwelakithi mangifika ekhaya uthando lukhona lapho ngithola uthando futhumele
Sengikhumbule ekhaya, dala ngahamba, ngizogibela ibhanoyi, ngibuyele ekhaya. Sengikhumbule ekhaya, dala ngahamba, ngizogibela ibhanoyi, ngibuyele ekhaya. Tila owe, thala 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 owe, tila tila owe, thala 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 owe, tila tila owe, thala 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 owe, tila tila owe, thala 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 owe. Ngihambile ngisebenzile, ngingababona bakithi. Oh, inyanga iphelile ngiyahamba manje, neminyaka iphelile ngababona ekhaya. Sweetie withambo lami, uyazi ngikufeyile, ngeke ngakuphoxa noma sekunyanga iphelile ngiyahamba manje, neminyaka iphelile ngabuyela ekhaya. Mangifika ekhaya, uthando lukhona, lapho ngithola, lapho ngithola uthando futhumele. Sengikhumbule ekhaya, dala ngahamba, ngizogibela ibhanoyi.